Hey guys, Zach Elmblad from Elmblad Media Group here, and today I want to talk to you briefly about what I'm going to be doing with this channel. So, if you follow me on social media and all those things, then you'll know that I recently quit my day job and I am now in this office full-time, mainly doing real estate photography, but I'm also continuing with all of the other projects that I've been doing, Everyday Explorers, the music projects. I'm still producing live shows in the Michigan area, and I'm signed on to a whole lot of stuff in 2018. So what I'd like to do is use this channel to discuss my methodologies and my best practices and my sort of like personal management skills involved in actually like running a media company. So I thought it would be a good idea to have a YouTube channel that discusses entrepreneurship, the media arts, new media in particular, audio, video, any kind of time-based media, web content development, new softwares, new equipment, old softwares and old equipment, freeware, making a budget that utilizes both new tech and old tech in order to save yourself some money. Basically all of the ideologies that I took in order to make this thing happen. So this first video is just going to be a quick intro into what I am and who I am and what I do. And let's just get rolling. So it is Wednesday morning, October like 10th, 9th, yeah, whatever. It's an early October morning in 2017, and I had a shoot scheduled today, but it's raining cats and dogs outside, so I got a hold of the homeowner this morning and we pushed it back to 1 o'clock. So I've got a rare couple of hours in the office here, and I just figured that I would talk to you about how I get my day started now that I am kind of on my own. So I still like to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning, get dressed, get a cup of coffee, and kind of get my day started, check my email, figure out whatever I had missed that happened in the world the previous night while I was asleep, and get some breakfast going. And then I like to come here, which is my office in downtown Kalamazoo at the Park Trade Center building. So I got my coffee in hand, and what I'd like to do first today is kind of take a look at my schedule. So I have this series of notebooks and folders, and this is my accounting information and my scheduling book. So when I'm scheduling shoots or gigs, I put them on a Post-it note, and I put them on the day line in my calendar book, right? So this is just like a cheap Office Max, Office Depot type thing. I used to make my own, but I've found that having the spiral bound, it's just easier to go to the store and purchase one of these. I actually operate on the academic calendar, only because I started this new calendar system in the third quarter of the year, so it didn't really make sense to purchase a 2017 calendar or a 2018 calendar, because I would have wasted my money on the 2017 calendar, and the 2018 calendar I wouldn't be able to use yet. So I use an academic calendar. I'll probably just stick with that from now on because I'm on it, so whatever. Then I also have a double entry journal account system where each account has its own sheet, and then I have a master sheet that those all report to, and then I do the data entry on weekends or at night when I have a little bit of time. So one thing that people probably don't think about or even really acknowledge is that if you're going to be an entrepreneur, or you're going to, well, that train, that's nice and loud, isn't it? Basically what I'm trying to say is you have to have management skills. And that doesn't mean being able to tell people what to do. That means being able to properly allocate resources and properly identify situations and problems, right? So I saw a problem that my schedule is getting complicated, so the very first thing I did is research and implement a new scheduling system. So when all of those Post-it notes get taken care of, meaning the business item is taken care of, then they then get filed on a note card here. And so these are the note cards for my real estate shoots. And then I will have note cards for weddings. I'll have note cards for gigs. I'll have note cards for shows, or maybe things such as this where I have like little project ideas. I like to write them on little note cards, and then as the project ideas get executed, we can just sort of cross things off and make little notes on the cards, showing the chronological development of all of the individual little ideas that we've got going on. So the next big item for me, other than the workaday world of photography, is a short film adaptation of The Raven that my brother has written, and we're going to be filming that later this month. So that's basically what I want to work on today, early in the day, because I'm caught up with all the photo editing for my real estate shoots, and I've got a couple hours. So I'm going to review his script that he sent me, and make sure that I get some talking points for when he and I sit down to discuss how we're going to plan shooting. So chances are pretty good that I'm going to include a video of that soon in the next couple of weeks. And I think that's where I'm going to leave you guys, is start your day getting ready to plan the next couple of weeks. Think 5 years ahead, think 3 years ahead, think a year ahead, think 6 months ahead, think tomorrow, think today, and think about what went well and what didn't go well yesterday and all the previous days. And so it's a lot to think about, of course, but it's developing systems to help you manage your day-to-day activities that will reduce the burden of all of those activities once you begin developing best practices for yourself, so that you don't have to think about this stuff. You just do dual entry accounting because that's how you run your life. It's not about running your business this way. It's about running your entire life this way, because your life is your business as an entrepreneur. So I guess I'm not even going to try to give you some like closing bits of wisdom. I'm just going to say, get ready for the next couple of weeks, because I'm going to try to just carry a camera along with me and sort of discuss things as they're happening. So you'll see the recurring cast of characters. You'll see my cousin Casey, King Charles the Rapper. You'll see Garrett Shelkey. You'll be seeing my friends at the Park Trade Center. You'll be seeing my brothers. Obviously, Josh is going to be starring in this film that we're putting together, and Dan is directing it, and I'll be the director of photography. So moving forward into the winter months, I've got a Conrad Twitty album that we're trying to finish up here, so you'll probably see some vocal recording sessions from that, as well as, you know, as many photo shoots as I can take you on. Obviously, my contract work is going to be something that I can't really share on YouTube, but if I get anybody that's interested in being a part of that, I'd be more than happy to take you along as like a shooter cam or whatever. You know, pop the GoPro on top of my DSLR for some exterior shoots or something. We'll do some photography tips. We'll do some videography tips, budgeting tips, pulling yourself up by your bootstraps tips, and we'll do it with, you know, the tenacity that can only be delivered by the Elmblad School of Burl. And so I guess that is my closing. I have been Zachary Kyle Elmblad from Elmblad Media Group in downtown Kalamazoo, Michigan. Check us out, zachelmblad.com, elmbladmedia.com. I will be talking to you very shortly. Cheers.